Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Holly Randall Unfiltered. I want to first welcome my new Patreon members, JJ, Patrick, and Kevin. If you are not a member of my Patreon, you should be, because for as little as $5 a month, you can watch these interviews live streamed. You can also get access to bonus Q&A content, behind the scenes of my shoots, and so much more. Go to patreon.com/Holly Randall Unfiltered to check out everything that I have to offer. But right now, I am very excited to welcome an OG MILF to the podcast today, not to mention an avid animal lover who's not afraid to speak her mind. This veterinary technician turned adult star disappeared from the industry in 2015 to start a family. However, she is back in the new landscape of the OnlyFans and content creation world while working through veterinary school and juggling parenthood. Welcome the one and only Capri Cavanni.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm good. So welcome back to the porn world.
Yes.
How long have you been back?
2020.
Okay. So
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. Well, I did OnlyFans in 2020, but I didn't actually come back to porn until 23.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me a few years to get back at it. To get, okay. To actually make that jump back in.
Well, I want to get back into all of that, like why you left, why you came back. But, generally I like to start at the beginning.
Yes.
So let's talk about, your love for animals, because I know that, that is something that actually a lot of adult stars have a great affinity for animals. Yes. And I know a lot of adult stars that do rescue and work with animals. I also know a lot of adult stars that do nursing. And I think there's a lot to be said about that nurturing side of people. And then also nurturing boners. I don't know. But there is a caring intimacy to both things, right?
There is, yeah. I feel like a lot of adult stars, they're so into animals, animal rescue. I know tons of chicks, they're like, I give so much money to all these rescues. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's just loving, being able to love.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think people forget about that. People often see porn as this dirty, skeezy thing. But at its root, it's about love, right?
Yeah. It's about intimacy and love and feeling good.
Yeah.
So that's... At the end of the day, that's really what matters, is feeling good.
I agree.
Right?
So do you remember when you first knew that you wanted to work with animals? How long have animals been a big part of your life?
Since I was a little girl. Mm-hmm. Since I was a child. I got my first dog when I was 9. And I disobeyed my mother and I took said dog on a walk by myself when I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I already said that. Okay. And the dog got attacked by another dog. It was very traumatic.
Oh, no.
I was in deep shit with my mom. We were dirt broke and she couldn't afford surgery to fix the dog. And I was really upset about it because this was my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew that I wanted to make a difference. I knew I wanted to help people who were broke and genuinely loved their animals, but had a hard time paying when shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So yeah, I kind of made up my mind then. And then along the way, I just veered to the left a little bit.
You went to the make money angle.
I did.
First, you wanted to help the animals, but then you realized it's actually very expensive to help animals, and so you went.
And the school
down. Yeah.
When I was younger, I was not going to commit to that type of school. There was no way. So you wanted to be. I feel like every kid wants to be a vet growing up because all kids love animals, and it sounds like such a cool job. Yeah.
Did you want to be a vet from that moment or was it earlier? Okay.
So from when I was 9, that's when I realized what I wanted to do. But then once I got into high school and realized I wasn't interested in school, things were I changed my mind. But so once I graduated high school, I was trying to figure out what to do. I was working as reception. I worked in offices for car dealerships and water companies, random things. And I actually went to school to become a veterinary technician instead because that was easier. Definitely a reachable goal.
I mean, veterinary school, you have to go to vet school, I think, longer than it is to be a doctor, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like more schooling.
Well, I don't know how much a doctor is, but vet school is 4 years for bachelor's and then 4 years for vet school.
Right.
I don't know what med school is.
Well, I think it depends on like what specific route you take, right? Like you get your you get a general medical degree, and then like obviously if you want to specialize in neuroscience, it's like a whole different thing. But
it's a lot. As I'm learning now, it's a lot. But back then I was not interested in committing to that whatsoever. I wanted to be my age. I wanted to party.
Yeah, I get it.
I did.
I get it. You know, it's funny. I also wanted to be a vet when I was a kid.
Oh,
like,
really?
Big surprise. And I'm somebody who's really hard on themselves about like achieving things. And so I had this idea that if I was going to be a vet, I had to start studying really early. So around the age of, I would say more like maybe 11-ish, my mom had this whole like veterinary series handbook. Like it was a whole like series, right? I don't know. There's like 5 books or something. And I would force myself to read like a chapter or half a chapter like every day. Because if I didn't do that, then I would never be a vet.
Oh my God.
Now, like I was like 11. Like that
so
stuff
cute.
is unreadable now at 47. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like so dense and it's literally meant for doctors. But I remember being like, you have to read this.
That's
Otherwise you'll
cute.
never be a vet. And like, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't digest it. And I remember being so angry at myself for not being able to understand it and like beating myself up about not understanding the veterinary handbook at like
terminology
the age of
yeah, that's funny.
And then I also realized that maybe that was not the path for me. So I get that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now you recognize, okay, veterinary technician, much
Yep.
easier.
Did that. Ran the hospitals. I was broke, but I loved what I did. Like I loved working in the hospital. Loved it. There was never a day that I said I hate my job.
Really?
Yes.
What did you love about it? Because I feel like for me, there must have been a lot of really hard moments.
Of course.
Right?
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because when you get to help people, when you get to help pets, what I get off on is helping people help their pets. So when I can talk to an owner and I can explain things and I know that information that I tell them is going to better this animal's life, I love that. I like, man, yeah, they're innocent little creatures. And there's so many people that just don't know. They love animals, but they're not like a super geek about it. So they don't really know what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, in the hospital, it was great. It was sad. Of course it was. There was some devastating moments.
Yeah.
But I think it taught me a lot. It taught me empathy. It taught me how to let go of things because you have to know when it's the time to let go. And that's, again, I dealt with all my clients. I would help a lot of them. So one of the most common questions I was asked is, when is it time for, you know what?
I feel like every single pet owner has that question.
And legally, like we're not allowed to tell them right now is the time. But I would help educate people to make the best choices. And ultimately the animal got the benefit of that. So yeah.
How do you, like, what would be...
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
When there's no quality of life. So when they're not eating on their own, when they can't get up, that's when that's it. If there's no pep in their step, if you don't get even a glimmer of a tail wag, if they don't want to eat, because food to animals is everything, right? Survival. If they're not eating, then, let's say if they're not eating, but they're still really happy, well, then there's probably just something wrong. You need medical attention, right? But yeah, quality of life, that's it. That's all it is. Some people hold on for dear life and the animal ends up suffering.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yes.
I remember like because, I've had quite a few dogs and, unfortunately I've had to put them all down. I mean, I think that's the way that most, if they live a long life, that's how their life ends. One dog that I loved, the best dog I've ever had, Bonnie. Scott Nails actually gave her to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was the best dog in the world. And I remember like towards the end of her life, like I knew that the day was coming. And every morning I woke up like hoping she was dead, honestly, because I didn't want to have to make that decision because I knew that I was like, please just like, can she just die in her sleep, like on her own? So I don't have to be the one to do it and have like a peaceful death. And yeah, I mean, I remember that when I woke up and she just looked at me and I was like, this is the day. And it was awful. I mean, all the animals that I've had to put down has been terrible, but
yeah, I know.
It's definitely, and I always think how ironic it is that we get to alleviate animals' suffering, but we don't get to do that with humans.
They do in Canada.
I know. Like, I don't know. I'm a strong believer in euthanasia, and I know that there's a lot of nuances around it, and I know it's a very complicated situation because it can definitely be abused.
But in the right situation.
But in the right
about
situation.
That couple? The old couple who they spent their whole lives together, okay? They were like in like their 90s or something. It was in Germany. And they wanted to die together. And so they did. And it was beautiful. Like they had a whole... Yes. It was so cute. Like I can't say, okay, death isn't cute, right? But what I'm saying is that just the fact that they had this option to die together. Their whole lives they were together and they wanted to end it this way. And the government said, okay, go ahead.
So I'm assuming one of them was like terminally ill. And then the other one was not, I guess.
Just old.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
But if someone wants to do that, then who are we to tell, if they don't have any mental health issues.
Right. And that's where like I think the rub lies, right? How do you determine who has a mental health issue and who is just ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's also like infuriating to me too that they, like the government will force you to keep like somebody alive and they're just like this, they're just existing, right? And they're not, like there is no quality of life. And you have to assign like an advance directive to even, get to allow for your children to like make the decision to like let you go. I mean, that's what happened with my dad. We had to make the decision to take him off life support.
Oh, wow.
Which is 100% what he would have wanted. I mean, he had Parkinson's and he was starting to like decline like a lot. And he actually went out in a better way than he could have. He fell and he hit his head and he ended up having a brain bleed and he went into a coma and
oh wow,
he was brain dead. And
I'm so sorry.
We let him go. It's okay. Thank you. But I remember, when he was really starting to become like immobile and it was really starting, and he did not want to live like that. Right. Like I remember he turned to me and he goes, if I get to a place where it's really bad and I want to go, he's like, you need to be the one to take care of it. And I was like, that's not fair. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he didn't want to be trapped in that body.
Yeah.
But living here in the States, he doesn't have that option.
Right.
He doesn't get to make that decision when like he's decided that he's had enough and he's suffering and he's just trapped in a body that can't serve him. So then
they should change that here.
Of course they should.
Yeah.
So then like he sort of jokingly, but sort of not, like puts it on me, like I'm going to trust you to take me out.
No.
Like, what?
Okay, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. No.
Oh my God.
Right?
That's intense.
I know. Thankfully that didn't
go down that way.
But I mean, I sort of like understand.
Yes.
I
wouldn't want to live that way.
No.
I would want to be like put out of my misery.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It's hard enough as it is, let alone in that condition. Like
I know.
Yeah.
And the way that, human beings were not meant to live as long as we do, right? I mean, like our bodies give up after a time. And we've had wonderful medical advances where we can live a long, high quality level of life for a long period of time. And that's fantastic. But like, once you're done, like you're done. But like, we just keep people like alive on machines or like just alive and they don't know where they are. And they're just like a vegetable and they're just like spoon feeding them. I mean, like what the fuck is that?
It's crazy, right?
You're just like a breathing lump of flesh. Anyways, welcome to the Porn Podcast where we talk about death a lot. I talk about death a lot on this podcast. Do I not?
It's okay.
Ernie?
It's a part of life.
I talk about death a lot. I don't know why the last few episodes especially. I'm just very heavy. Sorry. Maybe I should just do a separate podcast called Holly's Obsessed with Death. Would you watch that? Probably not.
I think they might.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about dicks. I don't know. Back to dicks? Should we get back to the dicks? Okay. Where were we before we started going up on
the vet school? Well, no, the vet tech thing. Yes. And then broke, vet tech, ended up in porn. Because I got in porn because I wanted to sleep with girls.
Okay, so let's go back to that very sexy part moment in your life.
Yeah, so I was dating this. Here's actually how it went down.
Okay.
So I'm dating this guy. This guy comes in the animal hospital, picks me up. Damn it. It's always happened. The worst ones. They win me over with these fucking pit bull puppies. And so he takes me on
pit bull puppy.
I know.
Pick up.
My God.
Line.
He came in once before and tried to hit on me and I shut him down. And then he came in with the puppy.
And then he was like, oh, this is what I need. I need a pit bull puppy and then I can get her.
And then he got me.
Oh,
with
my
the fucking
God.
puppy that he gave away once I started dating him.
What?
Yes.
Somebody should start a service where they just like rent out puppies to like desperate, lonely men and they can use them to pick up on chicks.
Oh my God. They really should.
They really should.
So,
that was
okay.
my idea, everybody.
We go on our first date. He takes me to a nude beach. I had never been. I was a total prude. Total prude.
Wait.
I had sex with one person.
Did you know he was taking you to a nude beach?
No. He took me to this place called Wreck Beach in Vancouver. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he takes me back to his apartment and he's like, let me make you a sandwich. I'm like, okay.
Wait.
His parents are there. They live in his apartment.
Did he get naked at the beach?
No.
Did you get naked at the beach? He just took you to a nude beach?
Yeah, we sat there, smoked a joint, and left.
Okay.
And then he's like, okay, let's go. I'll make you lunch. And I'm like, okay. So he makes me this like chicken and pickle sandwich.
Sounds kind of delicious.
It's like a Persian thing. It was really good. It was
that sounds really good.
It was really good.
I like pickles a lot.
And his parents are there. And his parents lived with him. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then he's like, let me show you my ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, who the fuck is your ex-girlfriend? And why are you showing me your ex-girlfriend? Oh, she's a porn star. What the fuck? Her name was Valerie Shaw.
Okay.
I don't know, like just from way back in the day. So I was like, huh, interesting. And I got jealous. Like automatically I got jealous. And it made me like, look at the psychology behind this. It made me more interested in him that he had this chick. Like, I don't know, man. Psychology is so interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got me and I was like, well, I can be a model too. So I started doing photo shoots. I was just doing like lingerie and swimsuit work. I ended up doing catalogs. This was back in what was the website called? Model Mayhem. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I do remember it. And I believe it still exists.
Really?
Yeah.
And there was one more. There was Model Mayhem and another one. I forget what the other one was called, but I ended up making a whole portfolio. I started getting modeling jobs. And then a guy named Wally Martins, who was a photographer for Playboy, he called and was like, can I shoot you for Playboy? And I was like, okay, I'll take my clothes off. What the fuck? And that led to like, well, then he was like, I want to fuck you and another girl. And I was like, what? So,
wait, not the photographer, your boyfriend.
no, the boyfriend.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you just want to do this because you were with a porn star before. And he's like, well, it's really hot. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we did it. And I had the best fucking time of my life with this other girl. She was beautiful. She was an escort. So he let me pick.
He got a professional.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah. It's funny. We're still friends. It's so funny.
You and the escort?
No,
or
me
you
and the guy.
Oh, okay.
Me and the guy. I make him shoot with me for OnlyFans sometimes, actually.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Wow, that pickle sandwich went far.
It really did. It really, really did. So, wow, my whole story. Now I'm getting lost.
Pitbull puppy,
escort,
pickle sandwich.
Yep, all of that.
There you go, guys. There's the playbook.
And then we split up, and I was like, no. Well, I wanted to sleep with more girls, and I was.
Did you have any inkling at all that you liked girls before this?
Before I did the 3-way with him, no,
Okay.
I had no idea. Yeah, I was like, wow, like she was beautiful. I had a really good time. So then I started sleeping with other girls, but they weren't like the kind of girls that I was really attracted to. I was just fucking them just to fuck them. And
what kind of girl are you really attracted to?
Very feminine, very, very feminine girls. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was going to this club called Celebrities. It was a gay bar. I was trying to find myself. It wasn't working.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. And so I'm like, okay, well, what if I did porn? Because I'll get paid and I'll get the hot girls. It's a win-win.
Wow.
So that's what I did.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it was the women that brought you in.
It was. I initially only came to do girl. And when I sat down with Derek Hay, he said, You're not good enough to only do girl, girl.
There's no working girl, girl.
There's no money. How are you going to afford everything out here? You have to do boy, girl. And I was like,
Sounds like Derek.
right? Yeah. And that was it.
Derek Hay, by the way, was the owner of one of like the top adult industry agencies called LA Direct Models, just for those of you who don't know.
Yeah. So that was it. He had me on my first shoot with Vivid, with Marco Banderas.
Oh my God. The Porn Life. Did you ever see his music video?
No.
Oh, girl.
But he is just,
I gotta send it to you afterwards.
Please do.
You've never seen Marco Banderas' music video, The Porn Life?
Nobody talks about the porn life a lot. Wait, what?
He did a music video called The Porn Life. It's
what?
He sang a song. He made a song, and he did a music video called The Porn Life. I swear to God, it's the fun. I love you, Marco. It's the funniest thing you'll
That
ever
makes
see.
sense, though. I could totally see him doing something like that.
Marco was great, but like he was a solid performer.
Great
guy.
Yep. That white smile.
Loved working with him, but really over the top expressions in pictures. I had to usually be like, Marco, can you just hide your head behind her or just tone it down a little bit? Because all of his expressions were like, they were like so, it was a little bit much.
Oh, that's great. I love all these memories. Oh my
But Marco
God.
Banderas he was a solid. I worked with him a lot.
Yeah, he was good. Oh my God. All the guys in the beginning. So many of them that just aren't even like Billy Glide. I remember he was my first Naughty America scene. No, second Naughty America scene. But anyways.
Who is still around that was around back then? Tommy Gunn.
Yep.
He's still around.
We were talking about him earlier, actually.
Yeah, he's great.
Who? Derek Pierce.
Derek Pierce, yes.
Kieran. Well,
Kieran is just
yes,
like,
right?
Yeah, Kieran Lee. Yeah, he's like herpes. He won't go away. I love you, Kieran.
Johnny Sins.
Yes. Well, Johnny Sins is like a legend now.
He is.
I mean, he's literally
anywhere.
a meme.
Right.
I mean, it's insane.
Who else?
I don't know.
Ryan. The Instagram is State of Ryan.
Ryan McLean?
Yes.
Okay,
Was
yeah.
he around back then too?
I don't know. I feel like he's not.
But I feel like the guys who were on like a heavy rotation back then, they're not around anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people talk a lot about how the industry is like hard on women. It's harder on men.
Yes.
Like it really is.
Yeah.
Because that equipment.
Yeah. It's harder for them too, I feel like. Because, during the scene, like if a girl's not being very nice or something and he still has to perform, like we can always perform. Whether we're mentally checked in, whatever. But if he's not, it all lays on him.
Yeah,
I know. It's a lot of pressure.
Do you remember what company it was for?
Vivid.
Okay,
It's Fresh New Faces.
Oh, right, you said that.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, walk me through that day. What was your thoughts walking on set?
So I showed up. And I had my big ass suitcase in tow, got dropped off by the driver. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And they're like, okay, pull out your wardrobe. And I'm picking out my wardrobe. And he walks in and I nearly had a heart attack because he's so big. I'm so little. Yeah. So short.
He's very tall.
He's very tall, very broad shoulder. He's a man. Whoa. And that white smile and he was just so big. And then he got naked and I was like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? I can't do that. Like his dick was so big that I had never experienced anything like that before. Prior to porn, I think 1, 2, maybe I slept with 3 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I hadn't seen a lot of penises.
Yeah.
And I was very scared.
Yeah.
I was super scared. But he was really nice.
Yeah.
And he was as gentle as it could have been. So it went well. I remember being really sweaty. I remember being very hot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I remember being really sweaty.
Was it during the summer?
Yeah.
And they probably turned off the air conditioning?
Probably.
When you're running. Yeah, because that's the one thing. All right, we're rolling sound, turn off the air. And everyone's like, fuck.
Yeah. I remember those days.
Yep. Oh, it was the worst.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was very afraid of the penis size.
And was it painful? Were you able to acclimate after a while?
I don't remember exactly. So that tells me it wasn't that painful. Because if it was, I would remember.
You would remember,
I would
right,
remember.
right.
Yeah.
So how did you feel after that?
Happy. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt like, okay, that wasn't as bad.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's cool. I can do this. I had no problems having sex in front of people, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea.
Have you always kind of been like an exhibitionist a bit?
Not at all.
Interesting.
I know. There's a whole nother side to me. There was stuff that I wanted to try, but I was just too scared. I was too much of a prude. I was afraid. I was afraid I was going to get hurt or something if I put myself in a bad situation. So porn was really good for me because I got to really learn who I am in a controlled and safe environment where everyone's tested. Like, man, it's got such a bad rep and it really shouldn't, in my opinion.
No, I mean, you're literally like the 100th person I've heard say those exact things. Like it was a safe space for me to try out all of these different things that I wanted to try because I'm on a set with a bunch of professional people. Yes. Like, there's accountability because I'm surrounded by others. I'm working with professionals. Like, for the most part, if you're working with reputable companies, they have your best interests in mind. And you're able to state your boundaries before the scene starts. And if something is too much for you or painful, you can stop things. And,
you don't have to worry about,
things being taken too far and you being powerless to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now looking back, do you think that there is anything that you would have done differently, knowing what you know now in the beginning of your career?
Yes. I wouldn't have been so dodgy with whether I was doing boy, girl, girl, girl. Like I started with boy, girl, and then I would go on periods where I was only doing girl, girl. And it was always, why was it? Because of a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who knew?
So, they have cute puppies too.
This one had no puppies, actually. He was just really good in bed.
Okay.
That was it. He won me with the dick. Yeah.
Okay.
But he kept me, I don't know what it was. I was young and I don't know. My older self looks at my younger self and it's like, what were you doing? But, what am I going to do now?
Yeah. I mean, hindsight's 20/20.
It is. So if I wish I had never met him because then maybe I would have stayed just on track and not flipped and flopped. I'm like, some directors joke about it. They're like, are you doing boy girl this month?
Now, is there any advice that you would give new talent looking to start out in the adult industry, just in general? Not necessarily like things you wish you'd done differently, but like now knowing what you know, if someone was to come to you and say, I want to get into porn, like what are some things that you would tell them that they should really keep in mind or look out for?
I would definitely say to stick to the boundaries, to write the boundaries down and stick to them.
Yeah.
And don't break them for money. Don't break them because somebody makes you feel guilty. Oh, I really want you to do this scene. It would be so good to see you do an X, Y, and Z. That's cool.
But it lives on the internet forever.
That's right. I've learned that it lives on the internet forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm assuming that you've done scenes that you've probably regretted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sure do. There's a couple out there that I wish I had not done.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do now?
Right. Probably not mention what they are on this podcast so people don't go and look for them.
They'll probably already have an idea. Like, they were still good times. It's not that I ever had like bad experience. I never had a bad experience on set. Actually.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes. I have no bad stories that I could tell.
Do you just feel like it just didn't align with your brand? The scene that you did? Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Did it more because Robert was like, come on, will you do this, please?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Robert at LA Direct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. Now, you, I'm assuming, are no longer a vet tech at this point.
No. So stopped doing that, got into porn. I stopped working with animals altogether. And then I realized that I missed so much. So I started volunteering in a shelter. And that led to me, the short of the long is the shelter led to me going to dog grooming school, which led to me opening up a dog grooming company. And when I disappeared, that's how I made my income as a full-time dog groomer.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I know.
So tell me about leaving the industry. Like, why was that? How was that?
I did miss it, but I was in love. So I didn't miss it that much at the time. Yeah. I knew that I needed to figure something else out because being in the industry, just doing that wasn't filling my emotional cup. It was filling my financial cup, but I almost felt, I felt like I wouldn't allow myself to be in a relationship because I was having sex with other people. And I do appreciate monogamy. I myself wouldn't want to be in whatever the word is for a multi-people relationship. No, thank you.
Polyamorous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Not
like
into
that.
polyamory.
No, but I wasn't trying to go broke, or I didn't want to just be a webcam girl. I didn't want to just do solos. And whether I'm fucking a girl or a guy, to me, it doesn't make the same, or I mean, it doesn't make a difference because I'm into both of them. So yeah. And I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to go off to work and go sleep with somebody else. And you're just going to chill at home, like without you going to do anything. No, it didn't work for me. And, yeah. So I kind of phased out of shooting, and then what happened? I phased out of shooting a little bit. I was shooting every so often. Oh, and then I got attacked by a dog. That's what happened.
Oh.
I got mauled by this dog in the shelter. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I was on crutches. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I met him. I met this guy. And he...
How sorry, can we just talk about the mauling like real quick? Where did he attack you?
He latched on. I was wearing, oh my God, I think I was wearing my Uggs, and I was in a dog cage with him, and he turned. It was transfer aggression. So he was barking at a dog. I looked at him and I was like, no, stop barking. And because he looked up at me and was like, okay, let's go. So it's called transfer aggression. It's like when two dogs are at a window and they're, and you see, then they start attacking each other. So it just, feeds over. So anyways, yeah, he went at me instead and he grabbed my leg because I had to give him something. He was nipping at my shirt, and then I was like, okay, shit's going down. I'm about to get mauled by the dog. So I turned around and grabbed the chain link and was trying to make my way, but he was lunging. So I stuck out a leg. I have 4 appendages I could offer him. Yeah. And this is
Is that really what was running through your mind when you did that?
Yes.
Or was it just like an instant reaction?
You have to give him something to bite because he was going up my belly.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Because, so I gave him a leg and he grabbed on, and thank God I was wearing my Uggs. Oh my God. Because his teeth were right on the stitching, and, but he ended up ripping through my jeans. He was trying to kill me. It was so fucking scary. So I'm holding on to the chain link, trying to get my boots in there so I can climb the chain link, but my boots were so fat that I couldn't climb them. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to rip my shoes off right now. There's no way. And then I'm screaming. Finally, somebody hears me. This is going on for like a minute that I'm in a cage with a dog.
Oh my God.
Getting mauled. And she comes in and couldn't get him off me. And then a kennel attendant finally heard us because she's like blowing her whistle. He comes up, throws a bucket of water. The dog lets go. And they're like, get out. And so I go, and the dog grabs me again. And I was like, holy fuck. And they're like, you need to slide your foot out of the boot. Let him have the boot. And I was like, okay. And I slid my foot out and I fucking ran. And the dog on the boot and then spat out the boot. And he looked at me and he fucking charged for me again. So then I hopped into like one of the small little kennels and I locked myself in a dog cage. And so then he went and started attacking the kennel attendants.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I'm assuming he had to be put down.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. I mean,
if he's going to go like, not even a bite and release, bite and release, you may be able to work through that. Well, I don't think at the shelter they would work through that, but no, that was a full on, you're mine.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got taken to the hospital, stitches, blah, 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 blah. I got a big old scar on it. A lot of people think I got burned by a tailpipe of a motorcycle because it's this like huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that happened. And at the same time, I met this guy. And at the same time, I was in dog grooming school. And I fell magically in love. And that was it.
Wow. But the dog attack did not like lessen your love for animals.
No. It definitely made it harder to work with that specific color and breed of dog. But I forced myself. I remember I had this one client come in and the dog looked identical to the dog. And I knew the shit myself. But I made myself do it. I pushed myself to get past the anxiety and the fear. And I know that they can feel your fear.
That's what I was going to say.
They feel you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did it.
Do you know the best way? I actually had an aggressive dog that was more so a problem with, we never like tried to kill a person, but definitely tried to kill a couple of other dogs. And I, would have issues with her and other dogs. Do you know what is the best way? Do you know the best way to like get a dog out of like a dog attack? Because I've heard like people say like you shove your finger up their butt.
No, you don't.
I've heard
do
other
that.
people say like water.
Water is your first. That would be if water is accessible. That would be my first thing. But you go after the aggressor. You take a leash. So if your dog is getting attacked, you unhook your dog's leash so that you can let your dog run. You take your leash and you use it like a slip knot and you put it over the other dog's head, the aggressor's head, and you choke the dog out. You lift it up in the air.
Now, what if they're latched onto your dog and you can't get it over their head?
Then you need to go from under, and you won't be able to do the actual like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Actually, I see what you're saying. A
Case,
slip knot. You can do that, right? Because you're not putting it over the head. You're going it under.
Like if you were able to grab the back of the collar, let's say, and pull the dog up, and you could get it to release for a second, you could slip it over. But if you just have a leash, then yes, you obviously and hoist that dog up, and you choke it out, and you cut off its air supply.
Okay,
that is how you stop a dog fight.
Okay.
There's all this pick them up by their back legs. No,
yeah, I've heard that too.
That'll hurt their ACL. No, you'll fuck a dog up like that. And it would not even guaranteed to work either.
Yeah.
The dog could also turn around and come on you. A case of transfer aggression. So yeah, you just, the neck.
So you got to like be able to like lift it up.
Yeah.
That could be really
very hard for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think there's any real good way.
Yeah. So water is the first option.
Yeah. And sometimes even dogs won't let go. Me and my ex, we had these two dogs that, they got in a fight once and it was 27 minutes they were fighting for. 27 minutes. We tried to separate them. We used water. We choked them out. They were big mastiffs. There was none. And then we went to the vet. Thousands of dollars later in surgery.
Wow.
And they both survived. They got in a fight over like, I don't know.
Did they normally get along?
Yeah. I didn't live with them. It's just I had already left him by then.
Okay.
But, I was at the house for some reason. Yeah, he had these two big, huge mastiffs, like 130 pounds and 100 pounds. And yeah, they got along. They were okay. But no, this fight was like, oh my God. Intense, man.
All right, back to dicks. Sorry. I guess it's just like I talk about dicks so much. I'm always like, if a new topic comes up, I'm like, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
And I just know that like me as like a dog lover and a dog owner and somebody who's had problem dogs, like I'm always interested to hear like the best ways to deal with stuff like that. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that have the same questions.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dog fights are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you fell in love. You left the industry.
Yep.
And when did you come back?
2020 is when I started my new social medias.
Is this like mid-pandemic, before the pandemic, early pandemic?
I think mid-pandemic.
So like the spring or the summer?
Summertime, I think.
Okay, then that was mid-pandemic for sure.
Yeah, I think
I remember specifically because I got pregnant right when the pandemic hit.
Okay.
I got pregnant and then like, I don't know, a month later, like the world shut down. So
that must have been tough.
Actually, it was rad.
Really?
Yes, it was the best time to get pregnant. Best because I got to spend my entire pregnancy just like chilling.
That's true, I guess, too. Yeah, because
Okay, so I'll say this. It was a mixed bag. So I got pregnant in January. I didn't find out until February that I was pregnant. But I remember because I remember the day. I just remember like the day we had sex and I had one of those trackers. And I remember, and I wasn't like really keeping track, but I remember looking at my phone and it was like, this is a very high likely day to get pregnant. And I was like, yeah. And then I went to AVN, obviously like didn't know I was pregnant. And then, and then I found out afterwards. But it was great because like I'm a photographer and I I mean, like in the industry, our sets are like 12-hour days sometimes, like really, really long days and exhausting. And doing that pregnant would have been so.
Great. So I guess you're right. But what about the doctor's appointments though?
So the very first doctor appointment that I went to, the first sonogram that I went to, my husband couldn't come into. And that was like devastating because it's the first time you get to see your baby and he couldn't be in there. And like, I was really crushed about that. He was on FaceTime, like out in the hallway, and he could see it. But that was like pretty shitty. But then after that, they loosened up it a little bit and he was allowed to come to the rest of them.
That's good. He was able to be there in the delivery room?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
I gave birth in October. So by then they were okay with it. But before that, like I know someone who gave, like if you gave birth early in the pandemic, like around the April time,
alone.
They wouldn't let you. Yeah. And you had to get COVID tested and your partner had to get COVID tested. And your partner had to wear a mask. And there was a time earlier than I went in that they would make you wear a mask. But it was like debatable. They hadn't really loosened up the rules yet, like halfway through my pregnancy. And I just remember being like, if you're going to say that my husband can't be in the delivery room when I give birth, I'm having the kid at home.
A home birth.
Like, go fuck yourself. Like,
right?
I'm not having our baby by myself. That's insane. Yeah. So, but it ended up being okay, and he was there.
Good.
But it was also nice because like only he could be there, which meant that my mother couldn't come crash the birth, which she very much wanted to do because, she was a midwife 50 years ago. And she knows better than those doctors. I mean, you know my mom, so you know what she's like. And I was like, sorry, Mom. The doctor says you can't be there.
I think it's weird to have a whole bunch of people.
People do that.
It's such an intimate experience.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want a whole bunch of people in there to see what's going down?
Dude, I know some like creators who've had like a film team in there and had like a makeup artist for like the post-baby picture. I'm not kidding. You've seen some models who got their baby afterwards and like there's no way they didn't get glam right afterwards. They got like the lashes. They like look. No one looks like that after you've given birth.
Right? Yeah, it's one hell of an experience.
Yeah.
So it's no joke.
Yeah. So but yeah. So honestly it was great because I got to just like
you got to chill.
I got to chill. I got to chill at home. I got to like enjoy my pregnancy. My husband and I got to spend a lot of time together. It was also really cool too because my brother's wife was pregnant at the same time. She gave birth to her first kid 4 months ahead of me, and we actually all lived together.
Okay.
Yeah, so they lived in the guest house behind my house. So we had like this little pod.
That's cool.
And so we got to like be pregnant together and like
nice little community.
Yeah, so it was actually like honestly it was great.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
That's good.
So not bad. But okay, so for you, so you started your OnlyFans back up. Now, OnlyFans or did you start it for the first time? Because it wasn't really like a thing back when you were shooting before, right?
I don't even think it existed.
Yeah.
I came back and I was like, what the fuck is this thing called OnlyFans? And they're like, what? Everywhere. Sure. Yeah. Wow. What a game changer.
I know.
Like, serious game changer.
I know.
Put so much power into the hands of the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
It changed a lot of the power dynamics in the industry and pushed a lot of people out of the industry who liked to abuse the previous power dynamics in the industry, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah, I think OnlyFans is great.
Yeah. It really leveled the playing field.
Yeah.
And I think it's only been a positive thing. I know there was like a lot of producers that initially complained and some that still do that, we lost a lot of like the big talent because now they're just doing their OnlyFans and they're not shooting for companies anymore. And I'm just like, you know what?
That should speak to you about the experience the talent had.
But also like, I feel like I would rather only work with people who want to be on set. Yes. If you don't want to be on set, if you're only there because you need to make that paycheck, then like...
Yep.
If you can make just enough money at home and you would rather just shoot like stuff in your bedroom and you're doing great with that, that's fantastic.
Right.
But there's still a ton of super successful performers that still do scenes because they love it. Like Angela White's a perfect example. You know, like clearly like she's one of the most successful creators in the industry.
Yeah.
I'm sure she does great on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she doesn't
Are you
need
kidding?
to shoot scenes.
Yeah.
But she likes
She
it.
likes doing it.
She likes
Yeah.
being on set. She
Yep.
likes the crew. She likes the production. She enjoys the process.
Yeah.
And that makes it enjoyable for
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you.
So that must have been like a really interesting shift for you.
It was. Yeah, learning, even just to begin with, learning how to use OnlyFans was a whole, when I look back at my vault now, I'm like, oh my fucking God, bitch, you uploaded the same thing like 55 times.
Because you didn't know
Because I didn't know that I had
existed.
a vault. So yeah, learning how to use the platform was interesting. But yeah, it's made everything different. So for me, I get to definitely use my voice. Like, I'm not shooting for companies right now, but during the year that I did, yeah, I got to speak up. I got to say exactly who I wanted to work with and X, Y, and Z. And I appreciate that because it's my body and I want to be there. So I want to give the best scene. I want to do the best at what I can do. And I need to, I need a few certain things to go my way so that I can be that.
You've said before that you're not as vanilla as you used to be. What does that mean?
Means, I guess, I was just such a prude when I came in. And I had these ideas about things. I was curious. I had judgments. And I had judgments of things I was curious about, but I was scared of. And yeah, I've learned. No, I think I've just evolved.
Yeah.
I've changed. I've evolved. I really enjoy femdom.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to be a dominatrix.
What's stopping you?
I don't know. I'm too busy.
Fair enough.
I would need to learn. And I live pretty far. And I don't think, well, I'm sure there's a dungeon nearby somewhere.
So there is a school for dominatrixes. And actually, she came on my podcast, Mistress Damianachi.
Really?
Yes. And Rachel Steele took her course and she came on my podcast and she talked about the course and she said it was amazing.
Really?
Yes. So she runs a school for dominatrixes.
That would be
out
cool.
here in LA.
Huh.
I'll send you her info.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could see you being good at that.
Yes, I like holding that power.
Now you're back in veterinary school, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I finally decided that I'm going to do it. Well, because my eyelash girl was like, oh, you can get your bachelor's online. I was like, wait, what? I can get my bachelor's online nowadays? And she said, yes. And I was like, fuck, sign me up then, because I can't go to a school. It's not with the grooming company and the family life and the fucking zoo that I have at my house. In taking care of the house. It's just, I can't go to school, plus pay the bills, plus shoot. Like, I can't do it all.
Right.
So, but now I am doing it just online at home. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Just as hard as you remembered it would be back in high school? Yeah.
Yes. It's, I'm in calculus right now.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, that's a dirty word if
really
I ever heard it.
It's really bad.
So where are you planning to like finish your degree, quit adult and become a veterinarian? Is that like the path or are you just going to kind of see?
I'm just going to see where things go.
Okay.
And I want to finish school, but I mean, that's a long process. Like we're talking 7 years.
Yeah.
So yeah. And so I'll be here. I'll still do the grooming thing. My hope is once I finish vet school, yes, I want to be a veterinarian. I want to use my platforms to spread awareness and goodness and raise money. And I want to help. I think that all spays and neuters should be free. I think it should be paid for by the government. I got some plans.
I don't disagree with you at all.
We have a huge animal crisis going on.
I agree.
And the cost of spays and neuters, the majority of people can't afford it. You know, the majority of people aren't making 10 grand a month. They're not making, So my friend called me the other day. Actually, the guy from the vet hospital with the puppy, he got a new puppy. And just so funny that he moved out here too.
Interesting.
So fucking weird. He's like, oh, it's going to cost me like $1,200 to neuter my Maltese. I'm like, that's wild. Like, people can't afford that.
Yeah.
And hence why we have an animal crisis going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I would like, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I look. We'll see. Cause I'm already 43. So by the time I finish school, let's say I'm 50, and what if I go downhill really quickly? I don't know. You never know how things are going to go. So
I don't know. I mean,
just wanna keep my mind
MILF is like the
open.
number one search term in adult, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
No shit.
That's the biggest niche.
Really?
Yes. Swear to God. Girl, we're the best.
With all that experience.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm way better now than I was 15 years
100%.
ago. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I mean, I know my shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be fine. I think you can stay in adult as long as you want.
I just want to do what I want to do.
Right.
And I want to do everything I want to do.
Yes.
So that's the plan. I'll probably start mobile veterinary hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I can go around to people and help them. And then I can do mobile cat neuter and spays.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I know that we do actually have some more questions for you from our Patreon members, which we are going to do in a separate segment. Is there anything else that you have planned for this year that people should be looking out for? Or do you want to just give them a shout out on your socials, let people know where they should follow you and they can kind of keep track of what's to come?
Yes. So everyone can follow me on Instagram, which is capricavanni.ig. My TikTok has more like my personal day-to-day bullshit, me complaining about calculus. That's capricavanni.tiktok. And then my Twitter is where I promote my scenes. So I suppose that would be the one.
Okay.
Right.
Or they could just follow you on all of them.
My ex, or all of them. Yes, that's even better.
Yeah.
What is my ex? The Capri Cavanni.
The Capri Cavanni.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Cool.
And then, of course, your OnlyFans.
My OnlyFans, which is just Capri Cavanni.
Oh, okay. All right. And then you guys, of course, can follow me at Holly Randall on Twitter and on X. Go to patreon.com/Holly Randall Unfiltered to get access to these shows streamed live, the bonus Q&As like we're about to do now, and so much more. Go to hollylinks.com for access to all of my platforms. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.